Hello there, Facebook friends. This is John Paul Peters, named after 3 apostles and a pope. Talk about pressure. Oh, wait a minute. Those were yesterday's jokes. Well, what I'm trying to do is share a few jokes every day just for the fun of it, because I need somebody to talk to. I'm so lonely. But I do have my wonderful wife, Mary Lou, here, and she's keeping me company at the morning table. There's nothing like having a faithful wife companion to share your coffee with, read the comics together with, and just share your life too. So I recommend marriage. I think everybody should do it, and that's supposed to. And so with that in mind, I'm going to share a few things about my beloved wife, Mary Lou. Now, we'll be married, excuse me. My wife and I will be married 44 years, September 25th. And but I do have a special name for my wife. I call her Mary Lou out of the blue, because my wife makes statements and comments without any context. Am I right, Mary Lou?
Right.
So there you go. We got an amen. One November, it was Veterans Day. We're at Applebee's restaurant having a free meal. She's eating her steak, I'm eating my chicken penne. It was delicious and wonderful. Out of the blue, she looks up and says, "When I get home, I'm going to try on my swimsuit." I'm thinking, why ruin a good night? But I didn't say that to her because I'm a happily married man, and she was holding a steak knife. But we go back and forth, and sometimes frequently actually, she gets the better of me. One time I said to her, I said, "Honey, I just realized that nobody can be better at being me than me." She paused a minute and said, "Nobody else would want to be." So she gave it to me. She stuck it to me. And but I got her back a couple of times. She was on Facebook once, and she said, "These guys are from Alaska." I said, "Really? Where?" She said, "Juneau." I said, "No, I don't." So I got her back that time. Another time, the young couple from above in our apartment was coming out of their apartment, and my wife said to me, "Are these people Russian?" I said, "No, they're taking their time." Got her there. "No, they're taking their time." Come on, that's good comedy. And you're getting this for free. So, yeah, she gets the better of me, and sometimes I get the better of her. What else can I tell you? Let's talk about science. I'm into science. When I come home, I believe in time travel, let me put it that way. And when I come home and my wife is angry, it's time to travel. Also, I found out that sniffing rosemary, the scientists have found that sniffing rosemary increases your memory by 75%. Now, if I can only remember where rosemary lives. All right, that's my science. Let's talk international. How about China? I heard that China tried to launch a lunar probe to start a Chinese restaurant on the moon. The mission failed, though, because they couldn't find a location next to a pet store. Okay. I wonder if that one will get me in trouble. What else can I tell you? I am a pastor. I've pastored a church. Now I'm retired. But I was a dysfunctional pastor. It was so bad I couldn't remember my people's names. One Sunday morning, I had this elderly lady come to church, and I said, "Ma'am, your face looks familiar." I said, "But I can't place your name." She said, "I'm your mother, idiot." That's bad. That's dysfunctional pastoring. Another time I had this pretty young mom come in dressed up nice for Sunday with her little blonde daughter dressed up nice for Sunday. I said to the daughter, "Oh, you look pretty and you got big." She smiled, and I said to the mom, "And so did you." That's not the right thing to tell a mom, that she got big. So I did get in trouble as a pastor. What else can I tell you? I've been a missionary, I've been to Africa, and tell you about my grandchildren. I actually have 2 children and 4 grandchildren now. One day I was teaching my grandson Charlie how to read. We're driving in the back road, seeing the farms and the animals. I said, "Charlie, how do you spell cow?" He said C-O-W. I said, Charlie, that's awesome. I said, how do you spell bull? He said B-U-L-L. I said, Charlie, you're on the money. I said, okay, how do you spell chicken? He paused a minute and said, KFC. That's my grandson. He's a genius. Another time I had my granddaughter over, and she had this pet cockatiel, and she was going to spend the weekend. She brought the cage over, put it in the living room. Well, I got up early the next morning, and I pulled the cover off the cage, and you know that cockatiel was dead on the bottom of that cage. But the first thing I heard in my head is God changed the bird into a frog. It croaked. That really happened, and she did not laugh when I shared that joke with her. Another time, she was on the couch going to bed, spending the weekend, and she had set her phone to play ambient sounds of rain falling. I said to her, I cannot do that. My bladder cannot stand that kind of pressure. It's like going to sleep with the sounds of Niagara Falls. You can't do that when you're 65 years old. Okay, well, that's a little bit of my jokes. It's interesting, as I take a sip of coffee, last night I had a dream, and I am a dreamer, and I dreamt of Jim Gaffigan. Something about him on a newspaper with me that acted like a motor car or something. Jim Gaffigan was there. And this morning I was driving to go to Lancaster, and in front of me was a van that had a sign that said the Harrisburg Comedy something, comedy show or comedy corner. I have a picture of it, I think, on my phone. I'm going to try to find it and post it on this post when I post this. So I thought it was interesting. I had a dream about Jim Gaffigan, who I'm studying in my comedy class. And then I have a real life where I'm behind a van that says a comedy store, or comedy corner, whatever. I thought God was making a statement. And here's the statement God's making. God is saying, I'm giving you good news in Jesus Christ that's going to make you have joy and laughter forever. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. That's good news. That ought to give you joy and laughter so you can laugh again and give God the glory. It's a good day, beautiful, a sunny day out there. Be filled with the joy of the Lord. I love you all. Send me comments. Let me know if you're enjoying these jokes of the day, if any of them are actually funny, if they're annoying, or if I should give up comedy and get a real job. All right. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day.